Hey guys, PokePete back here with another Pokemon Go video, and for today's video we are going to be going over some of the new boxes that Niantic has decided to put on sale, as well as some of the new raid bosses, and just kind of going over what you can see in raids right now. As you guys are probably already aware, Rayquaza is now in the game as a legendary level 5 raid, as well as most of Gen 3 being released, and right now there is going to be little bit of an event type thing going on. We got boxes, we got new raid bosses, we've got a new legendary. Right now, there's only going to be Gen 3 Pokemon spawning in the wild, so that's kind of cool. You guys can go ahead and get a bunch of candy for all those new Gen 3s. But yeah, let's just get right into it, and we're going to start off with the boxes here. So, guys, for starters, the special box. So the special box is going to have 3 incenses, 2 egg incubators, and 6 star pieces, and costs 480 Pokecoin. Now, obviously everybody values things differently. For me personally, I value incenses at 10 Pokecoins, star pieces at 10 Pokecoins, and the egg incubators at the 150 Pokecoin mark. Also worth noting, I also value super incubators at 150 coin, not 200 like they were on sale for, but I value the supers the same as I value a regular egg incubator, and it's 150 coin. So, for me, the value of this box is 30 for the incense, 300 for the egg incubators, and 60 for the star pieces for a total of 390 Pokecoin. But it costs 480. So, and there's also no raid passes in here. You know, like we got a whole bunch of new raids, we got a new legendary, and this box doesn't include any raid passes. So, guys, I would say save your money. Don't buy this box. It's not a good box. It shouldn't be called the special box. It should be called the nothing special box, because this box is absolute garbage. I honestly think this might be the worst box that Niantic has ever made. And, I mean, there have been some bad ones, but I think this may take the absolute worst box ever award. So whatever you guys do, like I know some of you guys might not have a lot of coin to spend and like can't just throw money at this game, and I totally understand that. But guys, even if you can't, this box isn't worth it. This box, in my opinion, is a 90 coin upcharge. I mean, with that 480 coins, you can go ahead and get yourself some raid passes for that. If I were you guys, I would go ahead and get some raid passes. I mean, this box is absolute garbage. So, you know what? I can rant about this forever. I'm just going to leave. We're going to go to the great box, guys. Now, the great box is okay. The great box isn't a bad box. As you guys see, we still got star pieces. We still got incubators. Instead of incense, we get lucky eggs in this one. That's okay. Personally, I value lucky eggs at 0. You know, I wouldn't buy a lucky egg. If a lucky egg is given to me in these boxes and stuff, you know, awesome. I'll gladly take them. I'll gladly use them. I won't just throw them out, but I also would never buy one, so for me, lucky eggs are valued at 0, and raid passes are going to be valued at 100, because I will definitely spend the 100 coin that they cost regularly to raid. So, when I broke it down, the value of this box is going to be 600 for the raid passes, 600 for the incubators, 0 for the lucky eggs, and 80 for the star pieces. So it's going to be a grand total of 1,280 Pokecoin, and it only costs 780. So you definitely save 500 Pokecoin in my opinion. This is a pretty good box. For you guys that are playing, that don't have a lot of money that you can put into this game, this is the box that I kind of recommend for you. Like, if you don't want to go out and spend money, but you also don't have, you know, you don't want to wait to save up Pokecoins from defending the gyms to buy the big box, this is probably the box for you. It's going to come with a good amount of raid passes, you know, 6 raid passes. It's pretty good. It's going to come with some incubators for you guys. It's going to come with the star pieces, which are pretty cool. The lucky eggs, you know, some of you guys might still be mass evolving, trying to, you know, grind your way to 40. I respect that. Go for it, you know. But yeah, it's not a bad box. This box, you know, if you were not going to buy the big box, then you can definitely still buy this box, and it's definitely still worth it. It's definitely still going to be a savings for the raid passes and the incubators. So this is a good box. I can get behind this box. Unlike the nothing special box, this is a great box. And moving on to our last box, the Ultra box. Now, guys, normally when boxes come out, I find that I'm valuing the special boxes and great boxes much more than the ultra boxes, because the ultra boxes have a bunch of stuff that I don't really want in it a lot of times. But this ultra box is definitely the best box of the bunch. Hands down best value, hands down best stuff in it. Out of the boxes that they have currently, guys, if you're going to buy boxes, buy the ultra box. I've already bought 3 or 4 of these things. It's a really good box. If you guys got coin to spend it on this. If you guys are close, instead of spending it on a great box, hold out a little bit, get your gym coins and go ahead and get yourself an ultra box, because guys, it's going to be really, really good. So you got 12 raid passes in there, that's 1,200 coin. You got 8 incubators, that's another 1,200 coin. You got 6 lucky egg, for me that's 0 coin, but and 20 star pieces, so that's 200 coin. So this is going to be a grand total of 2,600 coin, and you're going to only spend 1,480. So this is going to save you 1,120 Pokecoins in the long run, in my opinion. This is a very good box. It's got a lot of value. It comes with a bunch of raid passes, bunch of egg incubators. That way you guys can keep cracking eggs. While you're cracking those eggs, you can keep dropping star pieces. That way you guys can maximize your Stardust while you're cracking those eggs, doing those raids. For those of you guys still grinding to 40, got a bunch of lucky eggs in there for you guys to go ahead and do some massive off sessions. So this is the box. You know what? We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna buy another one right now, because this is the box. So, guys, whatever box you're investing in, make it this box. The ultra box, best box hands down this time, because it's got everything you're gonna need. So get out there, get the ultra box. Use those raid passes, do some new raids, get you guys some Rayquazas, get some Kyogres before they're gone, and, start doing some of the other raids. Some of the new raids are pretty fun. I haven't gotten a chance to do any yet, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be back at it grinding for you guys and get some guides up on how to do some of these new guys. But speaking of those new guys, let's go ahead and let's talk about that. So, we've got some new raid groups here. So today I'm gonna go ahead and build you guys what Pokemon can possibly be in the raid group. So for Tier 1, it starts off pretty strong, guys. Tier 1 has Magikarp. And for all you guys out there trying to solo Magikarp, best of luck. It's a pretty tough one. I definitely don't recommend going in with less than 17 people. But it's a good one. Magikarp is a good Pokemon. So the Magikarp raids are a really good way to A, try to find a shiny, and B, get a good IV one that you can end up making a Gyarados. That way you guys can have a strong Gyarados, because Gyarados is a really, really good Pokemon. It's second only to Kyogre when it comes to water-type attackers. It's got great versatility with its moveset. Like, Gyarados is just an awesome Pokemon. And again, it can be shiny, and, Magikarp takes 400 candy to evolve. This is a way to get some candy for you guys, so, definitely go ahead and do the Magikarp raids. They're pretty fun to do. So, coming in second is going to be a new Pokemon. It's going to be Swablu, actually. So, Swablu was part of the new release of all the Pokemon that just came out. And Swablu is a pretty cool one. It also takes 400 candy to evolve. It becomes Altaria, which is a dragon type, which is kind of cool. So doing the Swablu raids is going to be a good way for you guys, again, to get a good IV one. And also, Swablu can be shiny. So you can go ahead and shiny check a Swablu while you're at it. It's a pretty good way to do it. I think it's pretty fun. So hopefully tomorrow I can get out there and find me a Swablu raid to do and maybe get a shiny. So the third one that they added in, I actually don't have any of this Pokemon, but I do have its Evolve form. So the third Pokemon in there is not Glalie, but it is the pre-evolve form Snorunt. And I think that's pretty cool because, again, Snorunt is one of those cool Pokemon that can be shiny. So I'm definitely down. The shiny version, I don't know if you guys have seen the shiny version of Snorunt, but it is really, really crisp. It looks awesome. It's a nice Carolina blue color. So for all you guys out there, go ahead and do the Snorunt raid, do the shiny check, because, where we live, we're not really seeing that many of them. And last but not least, it is going to be Whalmer, guys. Whalmer is still going to be hanging around in the 1-star raids. You know, it's 400 candy to make this guy a Wailord, so, guys, the Whalmer raids are pretty good. It's a quick way to get 6 or 7 candies and a good IV Whalmer. So, this is definitely what you're going to want to do if you're looking to make your first Wailord, guys. Alright. Now, moving on to Tier 2. We still have our friend, the Mawile. And guys, Mawile, it's a fun Pokemon. It's kind of cool. It's a Fairy Steel type, so if you need your Steel Metal, go ahead and do a Mawile raid. It'll get you one closer. Also, Mawile can be shiny, so go ahead and do the shiny check. And now this next Pokemon is going to be the same, pretty much. It's not going to be a Steel type. It's a Dark Ghost Sableye. Most of you guys have a bunch of Sableye from the Halloween event, but you know, Sableye's still kicking around in the Tier 2 raid group, which is pretty cool, and as you guys can see, Sableye can be shiny, so go ahead and do that for the shiny check if you're looking for it. Next up, Cloyster, guys, is going to be sticking around, and Cloyster's kind of a cool one. Cloyster's got a crazy high defense stat, so it's actually a really, really difficult solo to do. So if you guys are like looking for a good challenge, you know, Cloyster's a pretty fun solo to do. It's not the easiest one to do. The first 3 or 4 times that I tried to do it, it beat me down. It beat me to a pulp. And then I finally figured it out. But, you know, Cloyster's a fun one. So, and, you know, it's an ice type, which we're going to get into in a second here. And the newest addition to the Tier 1 is going to be Dugong, which, you know, it's Dugong. It's a derpy-looking seal thing. But it's pretty cool. It's an ice type. It's pretty cool. It can't be shiny, but it's Dugong. So yeah, Dugong. Maybe don't do those raids, you know. Maybe do those raids. Dugong's kind of cool. I'd like a Dugong. I'll do one of those raids. Alright guys, Tier 3. Tier 3 is where it got a little bit shaken up. First off, this thing got added to the Tier 3 raids, and I'm just sorry. I don't know what Niantic was thinking. I don't know why Azumarill is a Tier 3 raid boss. I mean, I have a feeling I do know why, but it's Azumarill. Niantic, please give us Gengar, or Alakazam, or Omastar, or yes, Scyther and Porygon. Give us any of those back, please, and get rid of this Azumarill. Because Azumarill is completely useless, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why that's Tier 3 boss. I'm going to do it just to do it, but I don't know why it's there. Now, the next one that did get added, though, the other ones that they added in, I really like, and Niantic did a really good thing, including Jinx. Now, Jinx is going to be one of the really, really cool new raid bosses. It's going to be super, super useful. So guys, I definitely recommend going out there and getting yourself a good Jinx out of a Jinx raid. Because Jinx is going to be very, very helpful for you guys, and we're going to get into that in a second here. But go ahead, get yourself a Jinx. Next up is going to be Piloswine. Piloswine has been added to the Tier 3 raid group, guys, and Piloswine's another really cool one to do. Multiple reasons, you know, partly because it's an ice type, which is really cool, and you know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into that right now. So guys, going back up here, Swablu, that's the new one. That one can be shiny. That one needs 400 candies, but it also evolves into the dragon type Altaria. Snorunt evolves into Glalie, as you guys can see right there, which is an ice type. Now we come to Tier 2. Cloyster is the only one that got left, other than Mawile and Sableye, in Tier 2. And Cloyster, guys, is an ice type. Dugong got added to Tier 2. And I don't have to tell you guys, Dugong is an ice type. We come down here. Now, Azumarill is not an ice type, but it does have access to ice type moves, and it is also a fairy type and has access to fairy type moves. Jinx, an ice type with a ridiculously high attack stat, and Piloswine, yet another ice type. So guys, what Niantic is doing here is Niantic is giving us Pokemon that are going to be pretty easy for you guys to get. Pretty easy for everybody who plays the game to get in the 1, 2, and 3 tier raids. That way everybody has access to some good Pokemon to counter the new legendary Rayquaza. So guys, all these new Pokemon that got added, they're all going to be pretty good counters for Rayquaza. Glalie is going to be a pretty decent counter. Swablu, I mean, as an Altaria, it's not a terrible attacker. It's not the greatest because Rayquaza will also know Dragon moves, so it'll get murked, but it's not a bad attacker. It's not a bad choice. Cloyster with the double ice move set, that's not a bad choice. Dugong with some ice moves, you know, it's not a bad choice. Jinx with the double ice move set is actually the best counter to Rayquaza, so I really like that getting thrown in there. Piloswine with some double ice moves is a really good counter to Rayquaza. It's probably second best out of all the new stuff that they added. But also with Piloswine, you can be getting candies for it, and you can get a really good IV one, because Piloswine does evolve into Mamoswine in Gen 4. So you guys, go ahead and do the Piloswine wage, get yourself a good IV Piloswine. For right now, you can use it to hit Rayquazas, and then later down the line, you can have Mamoswine, which is a really good Pokemon. So, I mean, like, why not do it? And, you know, then there's Azumarill, and yeah, it's going to be super effective to Rayquaza, but honestly, I'd rather have Dugong, so, you know, I don't back Niantic's decision with Azumarill, if you guys couldn't tell. I really don't like that Pokemon. But, moving on, Niantic did do one really good thing with the Tier 3 raids, though. They got rid of Gengar, they got rid of Alakazam, they got rid of Omastar, they got rid of Porygon, they got rid of Scyther, but thank God they did not get rid of Machamp, because if they got rid of Machamp, they would get some serious backlash. Guys, Machamp is still kicking in Tier 3. I don't know how long he's going to be there. While he's there, guys, go raid Machamp. Get every Machamp you can get. Get every Machamp candy you can get. Do every... Machamp is Machamp. Everybody needs Machamp because Machamp. Machamp will be super effective to literally, like, everything that we are trying to fight right now and everything that's going to be coming out. Like, Machamp is the boss. He is a champ. He's straight up a champ. And when the Reggie Trio comes out, you guys are going to want to have good Machamps because everybody's going to be using 6 good Machamps. So, guys, get yourself Machamps while Machamps are Machamping around. I'm going to stop talking about Machamp because I could tell you guys to get Machamp all day. I love Machamp. Alright, moving on to the Tier 4, guys. Obviously, guys, Niantic would never get rid of this Pokemon. It gets way too much value for them. It's the Tyranitar. The Tyranitar is going to be sticking here. And guys, this guy is named Upside Down because I caught him upside down. I threw an excellent throw upside down. Managed to catch this guy, so that was kind of cool. But Tyranitar, he's sticking around. He's not going anywhere. I don't think Niantic's ever going to remove him from the Raid 4 boss. You know, he's awesome. And, you know, he's Tyranitar. Go get a Tyranitar. Tyranitars are cool. We're going to 2-man one on the channel pretty soon here. So, also available is going to be our big friend Snorlax. You know, Snorlax is kind of a mascot for Pokemon. A lot of people really just like Snorlax, so I don't see them getting rid of Snorlax anytime soon because, you know, it's Snorlax. Snorlax is fun. So, he's going to kick it. Next up, we got the Gen 3 Pokemon, Absol. As you guys know, Absol is a pretty easy Pokemon to go ahead and 2-man. And, you know, I recommend you guys go ahead and do that because, again, Absol is one of those Pokemon that can be shiny. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are like me. I love getting shiny Pokemon. I want to have all the shinies, so I'm going to be doing the Absol raids until I get a shiny Absol. Same goes for Mawile, same goes for Snorunt, same goes for Swablu. You know, I've already got a couple of them, but the Magikarp, the Sableye, I already got those, so I don't have to do those ones, but, you know, I still probably will. They're pretty cool to do. So, next up, we have another Ice type, Lapras. Guys, Lapras got to stick around. Lapras, you know, it's not going anywhere, and, I think Lapras will eventually leave. Lapras is a really cool Pokemon. A lot of people really like Lapras. I've never really heard people hate on Lapras because Lapras is a cool Pokemon, but I don't know how long Lapras is going to be sticking around. I just know that it's around right now because it's an ice type, and it's a very good counter to Rayquaza. So, guys, if you can go out there and get yourself a Lapras, go out there and get yourself a good Lapras. You can definitely use it. It's going to be very useful right now. Up until March 16th when Rayquaza goes away, Lapras is going to be very useful. So, I definitely recommend going to get one. Next up, we got the new Pokemon, Aggron. And Aggron's kind of a cool Pokemon. So, Aggron can be shiny, but you can't get a shiny out of a raid. You can only catch it as a shiny Aggron in the wild. But Aggron is still a pretty cool Pokemon. It's a steel type, so you'll get one for your steel medal for those of you who don't have it yet. I don't have mine, so that's why I'm doing the Aggron raids. And the Aggron raids are pretty fun. They're a fairly easy 3-man. So for you guys who are looking for like a good challenge and looking to like, smaller groups, some of the tier 4 and, tier 5 and tier 3 even raid bosses, Aggron's kind of a cool one. It's a pretty easy tier 3 raid boss, but you can still say that you got it done, or tier 4 raid boss that you can 3-man, but it's still something that you can, it's a notch in the belt. So that's what I would say Aggron's good for. Steel Metal, it's a pretty decent Pokemon. It's not one of the best, but it's a pretty decent Pokemon. It'd be a really good gym defender if you guys are like trying to defend an EX raid. So you could definitely load that up. And now, guys, last but not least, in the tier 4, and just so you guys know, they actually took away Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Victory Bell, Poliwrath, and Golem. Golem is not in the tier 4 raid system right now, and I'm kind of sad about that because I like Golem. But the new guy that just got introduced is our friend Feraligatr, guys. Feraligatr is now in the raid 4 boss, the tier 4 raid status. And, Feraligatr's not that great of a Pokemon. It's not a terrible Pokemon. No shade thrown Feraligatr's way. I like Feraligatr. But it's not a super useful Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the only reason that it's in here is, again, because, it has access to Ice-type moves. So, guys, as you can see, Niantic is kind of telling you something here. Do the Ice-type raids, that way you have stuff to raid the Rayquaza, that way you get damage balls when you raid the Rayquaza. So, like, they're kind of helping us here. They're throwing these raids out now to try to make it so the raids that we do will help us beat the legendaries. So I think that's kind of cool. And now, guys, here some of the cooler ones that I think Niantic should bring back that they removed. So, right now, Alakazam is no longer a level 3 boss. And I'm kind of sad about that. I really liked Alakazam. I love doing the Alakazam raids. Alakazam's a boss Pokemon. It's one of the best attackers. So, another one I'm pretty sad about is Gengar. Guys, I really like Gengar. Gengar is, if you guys know me, Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon. I actually have a Gengar hanging on my keychain. Like, I really love Gengar. So, like, as far as Gengar's usefulness goes, it's not a super useful Pokemon. It definitely had its uses, and it definitely is a good Pokemon to have. It wasn't really super meta-relevant, but it was just, like, one of my favorites. I really like Gengar, and I'm sad to see him leave. So, another one is going to be Golem, guys. Golem is not there anymore. Luckily, me and Joel did manage to 2-man Golem right before it went away. So that was awesome. That was really clutch for us. But Golem's not up there anymore. And, it's a little sad. Because Golems are very, very good Pokemon. So another one, I'm only going to put one of these guys in there. But Nidoking and Nidoqueen, neither one of them are in there. I'm going to be posting this video a little bit later on too, guys. Me and Joel did manage to 2-man the Nidoqueen. And then, literally the next day, I was about to post the video of us 2-manning the Nidoqueen and doing a little tutorial on how to do that. And Niantic said, yeah, Nidoqueen's not going to be a raid boss anymore. So, I didn't post that video yesterday because they took Nidoqueen away. But I will be posting it anyway just because, it was a fun 2-man that we got accomplished. And it's, it's cool. And just in case they ever bring it back, you guys will know how to do it. But yeah, Nidoking and Nidoqueen, guys, are gone. Other than doing it for the 2-man, I'm totally okay with them getting rid of Nidoking and Nidoqueen, though, because they were not very useful Pokemon. Another one is Amistar. Now, Amistar, I'm sad that Amistar left for a couple reasons. One reason, I obviously didn't get to solo it using only the level 30 Pokemon. It's the only level 3 boss that I managed to not get done. I just couldn't find one when I wasn't clear weather, and I didn't want to do it when I was boosted. You need the grass types for it. But I'm just kind of sad about that. And also because, Amistar is a slept-on Pokemon. Amistar is a very good Pokemon, guys. Especially if you guys got a Legacy Amistar that has the double rock moveset. If you guys have a Legacy Amistar with the double rock moveset, it is actually a very good Pokemon. It is very, very slept on, but it is meta relevant. You can use that Amistar in a lot of situations. So, I'm kind of sad that Amistar is leaving because, I would have really liked to get a perfect Amistar. That's kind of something that I actually want from this game. I want to get a perfect Amistar. That way I can power one up, because I'm not going to power one up until I get a perfect. But Amistar, guys, is definitely, it was a good Pokemon, and I miss having it. And last but not least on this list, it's going to be, guys, Scyther. Now, the reason that I'm sad Scyther is gone is because Scizor is another one of my, just favorite Pokemon. I really wanted to have, like, an army of good IV Scizors that I could power up. And I kind of like the Scyther raids. And, like, right now where I'm living at, it's been rainy these past 4 days, and it's going to stay rainy for the next, 3 or 4 days. So I'm kind of sad that I don't have a chance to go get, a bunch of boosted Scythers, because I just really, really love Scizor. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. It looks crisp. It's a great attacker. So, but yeah. So, alright, guys. Now, also, just before I end this video, I just want to go through and just get this across, because you guys probably hate hearing about this, but Snorunt, Mawile, Cloyster, Dugong, Jinx, Piloswine, Tyranitar, Snorlax, Absol, Lapras, Aggron. The thing that all of those Pokemon have in common is that guy right there, Machamp, is the number one, or one of the number one counters to take down all of them. It is also going to be one of the number one counters to take down the Reggie trio. If you are in cloudy weather, Machamp is the 5th best counter to take down a Kyogre. It's not even super effective against it. That is how good Machamp is. So guys, really, while he's still in the 3-star raid, go get good Machamps and go get a bunch of Machamp candy. I cannot stress this enough. Machamp is the GOAT. It is the GOAT. So, that is that. Another thing, guys, that I just want to touch on really quickly. Going back to these boxes. Let's take a look at them. So, in the boxes, guys, the Great Box has 3 lucky eggs, and the Ultra Box has 6 lucky eggs. In the boxes from the last event, they also had a lot of lucky eggs, and in the boxes from the event before, they had a lot of lucky eggs. Now, this is coming out of nowhere. This is just a sinking feeling that I have in my gut, but guys, I think that they are getting ready to increase the level cap in Pokemon Go. I think they're giving out all these lucky eggs for you guys to get to level 40 quicker and level up quicker. That way, when they release the level cap, more people will be a higher level and won't feel super, super deflated when they see other people reaching level 50. So, guys, I think that that's coming. That's just kind of a random thing, but I definitely think that the level cap is about to be increased. So there you guys have it. Go get yourself some Machamps. Have fun doing the Kyogre raids. Tomorrow I'm going to get out and grind like crazy, and hopefully I can get some videos of how to do some of the newer raid bosses, and we can make some good counter for Rayquaza videos, some stuff like that. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. And again, just so you guys remember, this is the box to buy. I'm going to buy another one. This is the box to buy. Get the Ultra boxes, guys. Those are the best boxes that you can get. Definitely the box that you're going to want to have. It comes with a lot of raid passes. And you know, guys, you can be buying these things, but right before they leave, I recommend getting a couple extra ones too, just because then you'll be getting these raid passes that you're going to use for a while they're still on sale, and then hopefully you can have enough raid passes to make it last until the next wave of boxes comes out, so that way you never have to pay full price for raid passes. That's what I try to do personally. I'm probably going to stock up. As you guys see, I just bought 2 in this video right here. I'm probably going to continue to stock up like that. Because, you know, I go out and I raid a lot, and I can never have enough incubators and raid passes. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys, and hopefully you guys are all getting some good Rayquazas out there. Also, just a little caveat here, congratulations to anybody out there in the Matthews Indian Trail Discord channel that caught a Mewtwo today. Awesome for you guys. Can't wait to hear the stories. Can't wait to see your Mewtwo's in action. And can't wait for us to get another EX raid that I'm actually invited to, and that more of you guys are invited to, so we can all go have some fun and catch some Mewtwo's. But alright, guys.